Hello, I'm Diane Sullivan, daughter of a mill worker from the city of Fitchburg. When I was just 7 years old, I knew I wanted to be an attorney. At that very young age, I noticed that when neighbors had serious problems or tragedies, they called upon lawyers for help, even though most couldn't afford them. It seemed to me, even then, that lawyers were the advocates, the leaders, and the defenders of many of those in the community who were poor or struggling to provide for their families. I remember thinking then that I needed to become a lawyer to help out people like my mother and father, both of whom were denied educational opportunity and the power that goes with it. After I graduated from Fitchburg High School, I went to work as a bank teller making $60 a week. My boss, a man in a pinstripe suit, told me that I could get a raise for my superior performance, and I did. It was an additional $3 a week. It was at that moment that I realized, hey, I better find a way to get an education. I'd be damned if I was going to settle for annual raises of $156. I knew that getting a college education was crucial for me in order to be able to help the people that I cared about. So I became the first ever in my family to attend college. But I had to do it the hard way, at night, initially one course at a time. I remember clearly that when I had saved enough money to enroll for my first college course, I signed up for business law. I was thinking then, somehow, some way, someday, I'll get to law school. But was the law, the profession I dreamed of, available to someone from the working class like me? I really wasn't sure. The first college law class confirmed my passion for the law. The professor told us, I'm going to treat you like law students. While others in my class groaned. I was elated. That's why I'm here, I thought. On my final examination, he wrote on my paper that I belonged in law school. Yeah, I muttered to myself, easier said than done. I still had 39 classes to go. But I saved my pennies literally in a jar, and I continued to take one course at a time because that was all that I could afford. Eventually, as my income rose, I was able to take more classes until I was on a schedule of 4-night courses a semester. It took me nearly a decade to receive my BS from Fitchburg State College. All the while, I remained focused on going to law school. Finally, in 1988, at age 32, when the Massachusetts School of Laws opened its doors, I applied. I was accepted, received my degree, and I passed the Massachusetts bar exam. I had fulfilled my dream, which often seemed impossible. I had become an attorney. Today I am the Assistant Dean and Professor of Law at MSL. My students have backgrounds similar to mine. Many of them are also the first in their families to go to college and then to law school and have had to work while going to school, but they have persevered because they want to live a more fulfilling life and to be in control of their own destiny. Their commitment inspires me to do what I do. And despite a very serious illness, there's nothing I'd rather be doing. I was given a tremendous opportunity, and it changed my life. Now I get to pay it forward. I am passionate about teaching and watching students' minds catch fire. I am also passionate about animals, especially dogs, and yes, even my monster rescued dog, Apollo. Besides teaching traditional courses, I teach animal law, and I oversee our extensive animal law initiative. We run a charity to assist indigent pet owners with medical expenses for a beloved pet. We get to save hundreds of animals from being euthanized each year. How rewarding is that? I have a coffee mug on my desk that says, I work hard so my dog can have a better life. And you know what? There's a little bit of truth in that. My family, my dog, and I hope my law students are beneficiaries of my love of teaching. In the end, this is why I do what I do. Thank you.